We are out here doing a leak detection. This is we've been here a couple times, so I'll flip you around. Boom, you're flipped. So this is what we do for our temporary plumbing line. Whoop. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's an external plumbing line that we temporarily run. We hook up a new check valve, all that stuff. And so what we do is we can now move this to certain spots. And so the goal of the temp line is to isolate the area where the leak is. We've got about a 30-40 foot stream here. We were losing water, needle in a haystack. So by doing this external line, we just made our haystack smaller. So we start at the bottom, no water loss, no water loss, no water loss. And then underneath this waterfall in this pooling area is when we began to lose water. So we knew our haystack or our leak issue was from there to the top of this waterfall. Because so the day before that, we had it running here and down, and we had no water loss. Moved it to there, went back to the same water loss rate that we were experiencing when the entire system was running. So we've been dismantling everything. Obviously we got this big guy here, and what we found is that little pinchy pinch. So you can see we got these indentations kind of shifting around a little bit on us, and let me see if I can actually, there you go. So not a big hole, but it's definitely big enough to lose a significant amount of water in, especially at the base of the waterfall. You know, our pumps do thousands of gallons an hour, so a lot of water goes through there just in 1 hour. So we're gonna get that patched up, and then we'll put everything back together, hook everything back up, and then we will see if that was everything. The hardest part about leak detections is when we find something, we have to stop and we have to fix that issue before we can continue on. So we knew that water loss was there. So if this isn't everything, which can happen, then we kind of have to start over. We know this part is patched, and then we have to move upstream and keep going. So if there's more, now all we've done is isolate this lower half, and we have to continue to move. You know, you can't just kind of say, yeah, we know that's there, because there's no true way to measure how much water loss we're getting out of that one area. You know, there's a lot of environmental factors that play. Obviously right now it's fall, so we have lots of leaves, so leaf dams can happen and all of these other things that can raise water level and whatnot. So it can be a frustrating process for, you know, not just Clay, who has to run around and follow up on everything, but also for our homeowners as well. But this is how we do this leak detection and the temporary plumbing line. Normally when we do our leak detection service, it's a general inspection. We look at the most common areas and that kind of stuff. This temp line is an additional charge that we have to then come in. We normally teach the homeowner, you know, expectations and how to measure it, because obviously if we have to come back every day, that increases the price of everything. So we do all of this, and then like I said, this is where hopefully this is it. Most of the time, I'd say 80-90% of the time, it's one little thing like this and we get it fixed and it's all good. But you still have those outline cases. Walk me through what you just did, boss.
All right, so after we located the hole in the liner, I got a rag and I cleaned it off real good. Got all the dirt, the water, moisture, all that off of it. I waited for that to dry. Then I got some of this seam primer, put a nice good glob on there, coated a little more than I would need just in case. I cut off some of this. We use this seam tape. This is our patch kit here. I cut it to size, threw it over top on a nice flat surface, laid it out, patted her down. Watertight.